Yo, yo, yo! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Way of the Exploding Show with me, your cordial host, Jason Bradbury. I'm going to turn up my little headphones so I can hear my own voice. How you doing? How is it going, people? It's Sunday, it's 9 o'clock, and it's time for Way of the Exploding Show. And yes, I can see instantly in chat, Kooky Chatbot Dev over on the Twitch platform is plumping for playing Pac-Man and trying to selfishly eat all the ghost's food resources. I think there's logic in that. What Kooky Chatbot is doing there is attempting to answer the question I posed for you in the clickbaity title of this week's live event, and that is... which game caused the most moral panic? What do we think? Let me know in chat. Grasso Maniac is in there too. I seem to accept some terms and conditions. And then I can see everyone in the multi-stream going out on Twitch, X, Instagram and YouTube simultaneously. Let me know if you're seeing me on Insta. Insta's chat doesn't get aggregated in the same place. I have to put it over on this little... There we go. Where do I put it? There it is. I need to put it over on this screen so I can actually chat to you lot. By whom I mean Christopher, Apple Macintosh. Nice. Can't mind BMX. Marnie's there. How you doing, Marnie? Rach from Geneva. How are you doing, Rach? I like to follow your stuff on Instagram. Cycling Artist. I play first levels. Lloyd Davidge. Juggler. Min Shao 855. Yo, Christopher. Yo, Christopher on Instagram just said, everyone, the GTA 6 has been delayed again. Is that the truth? I've not heard that. Let me know. Yes, Darth Fargle over on Twitch. The answer to my clickbaity title for this week's show is, of course, the most moral outrage came at the behest of, well, it was Night Trap that took the case to the Senate, but it's Mortal Kombat, the combination of the two. So well done to you. Big round of applause if you got that right. Anyway, what am I talking about? This is Way of the Exploding Show. We go out every Sunday, or just about every Sunday, and we deal in Nouveau Retro, anything to do with the 80s and 90s. We look at those two epic decades, but most importantly in the context of newness, new stuff. Yeah, it is. We are quickly approaching 2027 for GTA, apparently delayed to November 2026, says Bruce93. That's really bad news. Really bad news. Wow, the world of gaming is incredible, isn't it? It just throws up amazing news stories. If all you did was gaming news, you could run an entire news service because of the fast-paced nature of everything that's changing. Pasquale Ferrentino has just joined us. That's an interesting name. Pasquale or Pasquale. Where are you from? Whereabouts in the world are you from? Okay, so loads of cool stuff coming at you this way. Of the Exploding Show episode. We're starting off with a bit of news, lots of chat, so tell us what you've been up to this week, and then we go to a quiz at 9:30, and it's a retro quiz, really easy, really fun, loads of people play it, loads of people get a lot of value from it, so make sure that you just drop in, stay for a while, chat. You might be thinking, hey Jace, that t-shirt looks damn fine, and you wouldn't be wrong. This is part of the new merch range, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I'm going to make it easy for you to see. I'm going to switch around, give the cap the old switcheroo. What you get with the cap are a bunch of stickers, which is what I've got on there. You can take them off, but you get a pack of stickers. This is the embroidered E for Endgame Energy, the sort of collegiate E. Can you see that? I'm trying to. I've got a bit of a delay on my screen. Let me just bring that. I've not got a delay. There we go. Yeah. And then the brim has been. The brim is aged, right? This is our equivalent of stonewashed denim in the 80s, all right? It's a kind of stonewashed brim, so it's a kind of untidy, intentionally untidy brim. Can you see that? And I just think that is a dead cool combo. I'm wearing it with, what am I wearing it with? Oh yeah, the full graph white on black tee. Here we go. So Endgame Energy logo there, and there's the white graph logo. Thank you very much. And all of this will be available soon, exclusively on TikTok, believe it or not. Can you believe that? TikTok. It's going to be on TikTok. We're going TikTok shop. We've been talking to lots of people And apparently it's all the rage, and it's ripe for some cool quality content. So we're going to go TikTok shop, and I would love, I'll definitely let you know. I'll let you know on this show. I'm going to do a lot up until in the run up to Christmas. So hopefully we're going to be able to shift some really wicked merch, and you'll be very important in that process. If I put it on X or Instagram, I would ask that you are generous enough to give us a comment and a repost. Max Tag, hello. Sam Horseman, the Evelent, Dougal from Instagram, and big shout out to Supersonic Jim, Cookie Chatbot, Dev, Bruce. I've already said hello to Bruce. Darth Fargle, Tiny Devil Games, Ken, how you doing, buddy? iQuail, Ren Mandagorn, how you doing, Ren? Gave you a shout out on the Gadget Show podcast the other day. And most importantly today, the incredible Sarah. Sarah, ladies and gentlemen, it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Sarah. Oh, lovely to have you with us. Lovely to have you with us, Sarah, on your special day. Okay, cool. News, ladies and gentlemen. News. All right, what have we got? So, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so we've seen a little bit of this, all right? We've seen a little bit of the mini Vectrex, which, as you know, I saw live and direct up at the Play Expo in Liverpool. These pictures are actually pictures taken by me of the mini Vectrex. There's the mini Vectrex. I've actually got a real Vectrex. Bear with me. Wait, Instagram. Don't move. Twitch. Stay there, YouTube. And X, just chill a second. I'm just going to grab my Vectrex. Okay, so this is what a normal Vectrex looks like. An actual Vectrex. Okay, so this is a full-size Vectrex. This is mine, and as you probably know, the controls for it are all quite difficult to get out normally. Push it up and then it drops out. Always really fiddly, this. There we go. It's worth doing because the controls on the Vectrex are beautiful. If you've just joined, welcome to Wave Exploding Show, where we're talking not about this Vectrex, which is an original one from the early 80s, but a brand new project on Kickstarter to build a mini one. And I've got some images here of the Kickstarter, which I'll put up on screen while I take this one back and put it back to bed. Give me 2 seconds. I have to say, folks, the Vectrex is absolutely one of my favourite consoles of all time. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. The vector-based graphics are an absolute thing of beauty. And this new one offers you some really cool and compelling reasons to get on board. It's a very nice man called David. He's French, weirdly enough. Behind it, I met him, and I trust him. I think he's going to produce something really special. You can get a white version, I'm pretty sure. The print is too small for me to read, so maybe I should just do that, actually. Put that in the middle of the screen for you guys so you can all see it. The white version is beautiful. There's like a little clock on it and stuff. You can get the gels, which of course are very hard to get for the full-size one. There's all sorts of cool different pledges that you can make, little combos. But look at that. Incredible after, well, it's been a week, hasn't it? He's on 650,000 of a 90,000 goal. So he's doing incredibly well. The legendary vector-based console is back in different variations. There's also lots of merch. I think this is going to be a really hot ticket. And I think importantly, with Kickstarters, it's really important, isn't it, to know the people that are doing it, or at least trust the people that are doing it, so that when you put your hard-earned money into it and you wait upwards of a year or often longer, you get what you expect. And I think this man is going to deliver it. Get along to Kickstarter, pop in Vectrex into the search of Kickstarter, and you should find it. As you know, this here show is, well, it's sponsored by a movie, Control AI Delete, which we created and funded on Kickstarter, which I'm currently editing. Got big news on that, actually. I was going to show you a brand new gadget. You might be able to see it. You might be able to see it just there. But I couldn't get it set up in a way that would reveal what it was that Ken and I, who's in chat, want to reveal to you. So you might be able to put two and two together and work out what I'm just getting to, especially in the context of the film Control AI Delete, which if you want to know more about, if you're the first time here, like the Evelent is over on Instagram, or Dave the Devilfish, not Rice Stars, you're a regular, good to see you again. Then you might want to go to Control AI Delete, where you can find out all about our movie. You can still pledge to get your copy of the movie. We still need as much money as we can get because the edit is proving very time consuming. But anyway, Kickstarter is a great place for new tech, especially the retro variety. And loads of news there. Okay, so get over there. Right, next issue we've got to talk about is going to be quite interesting. It's a little bit different, folks, a little bit different for me. And we're going to show it via, hopefully. Oh, is that working or not? Oh, damn it, it's not working. Can you believe that? What the hell? No. Okay, don't worry. No. Don't worry, we're going to try again. What I'm going to show you is a working version of Ark Raiders, which I'm able to stream live. Or rather, I thought I'd be able to stream it live. Hopefully it'll work again. Let's see. I'll just hit launch Ark Raiders. Now, what is Ark Raiders? Many of you will know it was launched this week. It's been hugely anticipated. It's an extraction shooter. And why are we mentioning it on Way of the Exploding Show? Because for me, it has a lot of retro futurist qualities to it. I mean, the logo is like something out of a 1970s front room. It's a real kind of 70s, 80s crossover. And it's got a kind of, retro futurist. The CRT televisions that you have to hack, and old computers and tapes and cassettes and all that sort of stuff. The basic concept is that Earth has been invaded by a bunch of aliens that are machines that keep coming down from the sky. It's starting now, you can probably hear it. And you've got to go to what they call topside and scavenge to try and find yourself. Oh, it's working. Brilliant, it's working. I didn't know that it had come on. And then we got Mini Jace as well. I've worked it out, folks. We're going to play this for about 5 minutes. I'm not going to mess about too much. I'm just going to get myself a drink. And I'll talk about it. But what I want to talk about, most importantly, is... let's just get that going. Is that going to work? Hang on a second. Do I need to be on it to work? There we go. Do that. Free loadout. There we go. Yeah. What I wanted to do was just talk to you about the culture of this game, which is really, really interesting. Basically, how can I explain this? It's a PvP, player versus player, and also PvE, player versus enemy, or players versus enemy. But what I've found, and what people are finding in this game, is that the narrative of the game is so convincing, I'm hoping you can still hear me because it's very loud, that people are not killing each other. So the narrative is all about helping each other, helping the humans helping each other to fight this alien mechanical invasion, sort of robotic invasion, and that we've got to work together to do it. And often most people kind of ignore that stuff, you know, and they just shoot each other in PvP. But they're not. We're not. We're all sort of banding together. I'm just going to scavenge this. There we go. And so what should happen is that if I meet other people, hopefully they won't kill me. And they might even want to work with me. See if I can... See if I can just breach this. Hang on. Is that working? It's breaching, does it? There we go. Yeah, and so what you find is that sort of... I don't know, that thing that you get in Call of Duty and Fortnite sometimes doesn't seem to happen here. Everyone seems to work together, and it's a real talking point. You'll find a lot of videos where people are talking about that very thing. Let's grab that. Okay, what have we got? We've got ourselves an Arc Motion Core. Okay, we'll grab that. Some alloy and a power cell. and some circuitry. So the Ark are the bad actors in this game. And I'll try and run really, really quickly around here so that we can find some of those said bad actors. And I'm fully intending that I'll get shot really, really quickly. Because my goal here is not to remain alive and to play carefully. And to show you the action. There we go, there we go, there we go. That looked to me like one of my fellow players was having a... Run! Whoa! I got hit. Yeah, baby! And then I'll signal to him and say, thank you. Oh, that's bad. We've got...
Hey, don't shoot!
That was me saying that. We've got other guys landing, other bad guys landing. Okay, we've got bad guys left and right. So we're playing Ark Raiders. Oh my god. Oh, I'm in trouble. Okay, I've got out of there because I don't have a lot of health like a lot of these guys. Oh no. Oh no, that's me done. Oh no, I survived it. Alright, I'm just going to try and bandage myself. I will read your comments in a minute. Yes, I need to heal. You're absolutely right. Let's get my shield up as well, don't I? More bandages. No, no more bandages. Right, well, let's just go. We're dead now. Okay, you're watching Way of the Exploding Show. I've just died, unless my compadre want to come and rescue me. But as I said at the start of this playthrough for 5 minutes or so of Ark Raiders, it's an incredible game because of the phenomenal team spirit that it's fostering, and it's causing people all over the internet to talk about how extraordinary it is to play a game where humans play together and don't just, in a petty way, constantly shoot each other. So there you go, absolutely brilliant. So hopefully that made a little bit of sense. We can go back to Big Jace now. There we go. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I can now read your comments. Let's have a look. What have you been saying? Ark Raider says, DOS Gamer Man, good game. For the rotors, not the main body. Put your gun away, you run faster. Thank you, Quake Scortum. That is a really good... and well-intentioned bit of advice. Floof Monkey, currently on a 3-stream streak. Well, Floof Monkey, we love that. It's great to have you back in the UK. I'm assuming you're back from America. And where else are we? Oh, someone else bought that game on Friday morning. Over to Instagram. Let's have a look as I move my mouse over there. Thomas04 is there. Christopher. What did I get, Christopher? Tell me, you said you got it. They had a demo on display next to a real one. Ah, right, the Everett. You're talking about a previous news item about the brand new Vectrex Mini, which is currently on Kickstarter, and which I've told everyone to go and check out. Phil Martin's in the house, so is Pete. 1982 as. Good to see you. And where are we? I'm not on the aggregated chat. That's why I'm only seeing Twitch. Is anyone joining us from YouTube? I'd be interested to see if you're on YouTube or X, drop some chat because I've just turned on the aggregated chat. This show, Way of the Exploding Show, goes out on multiple platforms at the same time. It's simulcast on X, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Ken has remarked rather incisively in chat that Ark Raiders is basically a game about humans practicing for the inevitable AI takeover. And Janet, Psychic Janet, has just said hello from YouTube. Thank you so much. So is Donald Atkins. Hello, Donald. Nice to see you. Great to have you with us. Okay, so there we go. We've talked about Rock and Roller PC RC as well, and Philip Hoy. That was on X. Good, great to have you, because I forgot to hit the tab for the multi-stream, because the head-up displays, you probably can tell as I move my eyes up here, look, I can look into the camera and I can see all of your chat. I've got this posh Elgato, what do they call it? I call it an auto cube, but that's not strictly true. Teleprompter. Yes, sad but true, said Fleece Monkey. I'm guessing you're referring to Tiny Devil Games' remark that we're practicing for the inevitable AI takeover in that game. Or maybe it's sad but true that you're back in England. Did you have that much of a good time that you didn't particularly want to come back? I'm interested. Mr. Juicy, I've watched a few streamers play Ark. Most people with a kill or be killed attitude. Well, no, definitely not. My experience of this is very much as demonstrated in that one-off there that I didn't have any control over. Remarkably, if that was any other extraction shooter like Escape from Tarkov or whatever, that you would get killed by other players who happen to be in the same space performing their mission, right? And then they would loot your body, because you can loot other people's dead bodies for stuff. So there is something to gain from those two guys who actually helped me take on those drones. There's something in them to kill me and take my stuff, but they didn't, which is amazing. Throw Me the Eggs says Metal Gear Solid 2 has a great commentary on AI, very prescient. That's interesting. I'd like to see that. I've not played that since my early PlayStation days. Right, Quake Scortum says that they've only come across a few salty players while playing Ark. For the most part, people are friendly. Brilliant. Well, I tell you who is friendly. It's you lot every Sunday here on Wave the Exploding Show. Loads of fun to be had. And if you're in the market for some new gear, then this is a balls out, totally transparent. It's a business venture. Okay, so much of what I do is sort of charity based or Kickstarter based. This is different. I'm launching a brand with my son. Always wanted to do it. The brand is called Endgame Energy. I'm wearing the hat. These are, the stickers come with it, but you can take them off if you want to. It's a kind of intentionally kind of roughed up cap with a really nice collegiate E for Endgame Energy on there. Stealthy, black on black. That's very much what we do. We do stealth t-shirts as well, which I think I showed you last week. There's the Endgame Energy brand on the front there. Is that limited edition? Yeah, it says limited edition in tiny words there. And we are doing a limited drop of these things, so they're not going to be something you can just buy all the time. And to start off with, we are only going to be selling them on TikTok, which is really interesting. TikTok Live. Craig Miller has just joined us. Nick, is it Nick UK? Matty Wright, Daisy Jones, Talk Shows, Ant Johnston Photo. How you doing, Anthony? Great to see you, man. Miss you, bro. Lake UK, Laughing Gravy, Thomas. Over on Instagram, and Minshal855. I will be ordering the t-shirt. That's nice. Minshal, thank you very, very much. That's a wonderful thing to say. That really does make me feel good, because it's difficult, isn't it, when you're involved in a creative endeavor, to know if you're giving people what they want. If you like this design and this, you're going to love the rest of it. We've got some incredible t-shirts. I'll try and put them on stream next week, actually. I'll give you the full kind of fashion display. I just wanted to keep them under wraps. If you check out Minshal855, my Instagram, which is my name, Jason Bradbury, then you'll be able to see I'm subtly starting to introduce them, all right? So, yeah, Minshal, check that out. Instagram. You can always message me, because I'm very keen to get these into the hands of people that are as enthusiastic as you are. Okay, good stuff. Right. One old man question from Mr. Juicy. Do you have to have TikTok to buy from the shop? Right, what I'm going to do is, and Minshal, you should know this too, is I will enable you to buy the t-shirts from a website called Social Merch. All right, now if you look up Social Merch, it's I'm just checking that it's there. Yeah, Social Merch. Is that right? No. Weird. The website, the URL is not working. Tell you what, I'll give you the URL, right? They've changed their domain name from wearit.co.uk to the company name, which is Social Merch. It's a good friend of mine, a Christian, a good moral guy, really nice guy who makes merchandise for social media influencers, and he's going to do my gear, Paul, and you'll be able to buy the gear from there. But I'm trying to remember who it was that asked the question about. That's why I paused there. Let me just see. Mr. Juicy, yeah. You will pay a higher price if you buy it on the internet. The thing with TikTok is I'm going to do live deals, proper timed deals, where the timer is set for 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and we'll do a special offer price. So if you want the best price, then TikTok's the way to go. I promise you, I will let you all know. If you follow me on X, that's Jason Bradbury. If you follow me on Instagram, if you prefer Instagram, if you're not a fan of X, I will be putting out links, heads up, stories, alerts, telling people when these TikTok lives are happening. All right. Anyway, I feel like I've pushed that too much. I'm not trying to push it on you too much. Just thought you'd think it was cool. All right. So I reckon we should do a little bit of quizzing. What do you say, folks? Okay, so the quiz is quite easy. I do a number of questions. I offer you a number of questions. I'll give you 4 potential answers. And then all you've got to do is write the answer you think in chat. It's really quite simple. Don't use A, B, C, or D, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Just write the answer in. And thank you, Janet. And then we'll go back and we'll check and we'll see how you did. It's an honesty quiz, but it works really, really well. And I think a lot of people in chat love it. So if you're new, not Frank Staley-Lorraine, one of our regulars, how you doing? Over on Instagram. Joshy Button looks familiar to me as well. Sam Conway. I'm looking for names I've not seen before. Jack Brown, Chloe891, maybe. Then you're going to love it. So zooming very, very quickly to the first question this week. Let's have a look. Okay, who promised you a miracle? Was it Simple Minds, Haircut 100, REM, or Rage Against the Machine? Answers in chat. So if you think it's Haircut 100, write Haircut 100 or REM, whatever you want. Then we'll do a race to the end after the final question, and it's really good fun. You'll love it. Hello, Louise Fitzgibbons. How are you? Everything good? Lorosas. Let me know where you're from. That sounds like an interesting name. Copocalyptic, epic name. We're playing our quiz on Way of the Exploding Show. I know that many of you on Instagram just pop in for milliseconds and then you make your way out. But there's the question. It'd be great to have you with us and stay with us. If you want to really get involved in the community of this show, the best platforms are Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. We've got Rock and Roller RC, Rob H. How you doing, Rob? And Janet over on YouTube, and Adam2233 playing the game. Eds, Philip Hoy on X, a whole bunch of people. Inside Out Boy, how you doing? Mr. Juicy, Floof Monkey, Sarah, the lovely Sarah, happy birthday, Sarah. Ren Mendergorn, China Devil Games, all on Twitch. Okay, that's question number 1. Question number 2, here we go. Which one of these famous 80s movies is a Simple Minds track most heavily associated with? So Simple Minds did a track. It's become associated with one of these movies. Stand By Me, The Lost Boys, Breakfast Club, or Pretty in Pink. What do you think? Okay. Good. Question 2 is pretty much there. Which one of these is associated with a song by Simple Minds, Stand By Me, The Lost Boys, Breakfast Club, or Pretty in Pink? Trying to read what you're saying, Sarah. I'm getting very confused. Hello, Lanzarote, Dr. Oculus VR. That's crazy. Lucky what's it? What's the weather like? Make us all jealous. What is the weather like? Okay, that's question number 2 out of the way. Question number 3. Which Dreamcast game features this as a playable minigame? Here we go. Does that look like a game that you can play in Crazy Taxi? A game that you can play in Jet Set Radio? An additional game that you can play in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 or Shenmue? 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 Tell me how to pronounce it. Dr. Oculus VR says that they are experiencing a British summer but without the rain. Care of Lanzarote. Beautiful. I went there a long time ago. My first ever job, the job that I got straight out of university as a scriptwriter for Channel 4, a new sort of teen drama set on a kind of sports holiday camp on the island of Lanzarote. That's where we went to see it. And me and the other writers went there. And we stayed for 2 weeks or a week or whatever, and we wrote stuff. And I've always wanted to go back to Lanzarote. It was incredible, like the black sand and the beautiful white buildings with blue swimming pools, and cut out of the very stark black moon-like lava rock. What an incredibly dramatic landscape it is. Beautiful. I hope you're having a great time, buddy. If you just joined us, welcome. Minshal855 jumping straight in to the quiz. Don Atkins just joined us and started following me. Thank you, Don. Lovely to have you on board. Which of these arcade games is not playable in either Shenmue 1 or 2? So you can play a bunch of games. We've already done the previous question. You can't go back. In Shenmue or Shenmue. But what... I've got to know how to pronounce that, please. How to pronounce Shenmue. Shenmue. There you go. Shenmue it is. Well, can you... so, which of these... I guess you could say which can you play and which one can't you play. Street Fighter, Afterburner, Hang On, or Space Harrier? JS Sands had just joined us. Stretch 2507. Darren. The thing with Instagram is invite so many people, about 1,000 people per show come via Instagram, but they don't stay, and I don't understand why. Could someone on Instagram, let's say for example, Minshal, would you explain what you think's happening there? I'm really interested to know, because you've come along for the first time and you've stayed. But people just, what is it, they just pop in and scroll off? I don't know what it is. It'd be great for you to stay and play. You're watching Way of the Exploding Show. We go out every Sunday on this here platform, on your platform of choice, X, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch, simultaneously. We're playing the quiz at the moment, and we're up to question number 5. What is this an extreme close-up of? Just check this. What is this an extreme close-up of? Does that look like the Ghostbusters Proton Pack? Does it look like, I guess it would be the back of an Aliens pulse rifle? So a pulse rifle from the second film of the Alien franchise. Or maybe the Voight Camp machine from Blade Runner? Or could it be the Sausage of Wrongdoing? Yes, first time on here, really enjoying the content. Minshao, thank you. Interesting. Fitzrovia Talent. Fitzrovia Talent. Nice to see you. That's an intriguing handle. Fitzrovia Talent. What sort of talent are you? Fitzrovia Talent. Sounds rather posh, doesn't it? Oh, voiceover and talent agency. Representing professional UK voiceover artists, actors, and narrators. So maybe I should watch my diction. Nice to see you. Nice to have you on chat, Fitzrovia. Welcome to Way of the Exploding Show. You've come mid-quiz, where people are trying to work out what that rather, I don't know, that rather sort of puzzling close-up was referring to. Which movie franchise did you recognise it from? Okay. So now we move to question number 6. We've got 10 questions each week on Way of the Exploding Show. In the quiz section, an homage to the 80s and 90s, but with a sort of nouveau retro spin. So we like newness on this show, and anything retro that has a kind of connection to the present day. What is the fictional designer? Who is the fictional designer of the proton pack in the movie Ghostbusters? Dr. Hans Zimmer, PhD, Professor Alan Wilder, Dr. Egon Spengler, or Dr. Gillian Spengler Jr. The pouring of the sacred tea is happening. The oolong is what we're enjoying this evening. Really great being with you tonight, guys. Philip Hoy, Ken, Bruce, Ponder, Eds. Where is she? Janet's there. Oh, the lovely Sarah. Happy birthday, my darling. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Gareth Kinsey, Amatha, 89. Claire Husky. Can't see for the comments on Insta, Proton Pack, but think it's blah, blah, blah. Okay, interesting. That could be an issue, couldn't it? That could be one of the reasons why Insta has issues, is maybe the formatting of this show doesn't work so well on Insta. Weird. But I do format things in the center, and I place myself in the center and all the images in order to help people on Insta see what's going on. But there we go, no worries. Okay, so question numero 7. What does IBO, that's Sony's name for their robot dog, stand for? Thank you so much, Eds. Eds has just subscribed. Now, have you subscribed on Twitch, Eds? On which platform did you subscribe? I'm really interested, because I don't know if you can subscribe on any platform other than Twitch, but you're coming up in my chat as being located on X right now. Aibo, does that sound like artificial intelligence Boki, which is the Japanese word for dog? Nothing, it's just a name, so it's not an acronym. Automaton intelligent Boki organism, or artificial intelligence robot? What does IBO stand for? They had a concept, they had an ideas meeting. They came up with the name IBO. You know, turn that down. What drove them to IBO? What does it mean? Life of Otis has joined us. Sides as well. Or Side as well. Deja Vu Emsworth. That's one name. Warren John Hughes. Dr. Oculus joined us over on Instagram. Interesting. Question number 8 in tonight's Way of the Exploding Quiz. We'll soon be at 10. Why is Alison Reynolds in detention in The Breakfast Club? So in the movie The Breakfast Club, why is Alison Reynolds in detention? Is it voluntary because she's just bored? Was she done for smoking in the corridor? Could she be in detention because she taped a nerd's butt cheeks? Or perhaps for stealing from the principal's office? This is fun. Isn't it fun? I love it. I love it. Why is Alison Reynolds in detention? Dr. Oculus says it's not actually Japanese for dog. I shall now be disappointed I didn't learn anything. Okay. Thank you. It might be a devious quizmaster leading you all astray. But we've moved on now, you see, so it doesn't matter. Remember though, Dr. Oculus, just so that you know, as an old-timer, we don't talk about the questions in chat. It's like Fight Club, you know what I mean? Because of various delays on the feed and other bits and pieces. So we try and let people kind of get it right or wrong. Okay, so now that was question number 8. Question number 9. The first crystal tears fall as snowflakes on your body, read intentionally without rhythm or rhyme, so that you don't know whether that is a lyric in a song by one of these four bands: the Eurythmics, Duran Duran, Frankie Goes to Hollywood, or Peter Gabriel. Which of those do you think it is? And let's be honest, that is not easy. That is not at all easy. The first crystal tears fall as snowflakes on your body. Jim Bot Mark 5 has just joined, and Just Christ 101 on Instagram. Great to see you. Lovely to see all of you on Twitch. Fantastic. And X and YouTube. Great to be here. Love you guys. Really look forward to doing this show every week. You're tuned to Wave the Exploding Show if you're just stopping by. Then it's marvellous to have you with us. We go out every Sunday and we talk about all things retro related. I'm wearing my new merch, which is rather cool. Loving it, loving it, loving it. I love a bit of black and white, as you know, but with a hint of orange. We're going to be selling this on TikTok, so you can stay tuned for that. Where are we? Question, have we done 9 already? Yeah. Question number 10. Working so hard like a soldier, can't afford a thing on TV. That's difficult. Is that a Culture Club line? Is that from a song by Dex's Midnight Runners? Does it sound like it could come from the Thompson twins' lips? Or maybe Eddie Grant? Love it. I love watching your answers. It's brilliant. So what have you all got planned for this week? What's going on this week? I'm trying to think what I've got planned. Editing, and more editing using this incredible new RAID hard drive, which Tiny Devil Games, aka Ken in chat tonight, helped me set up earlier via a video link. And we've gone for a really interesting dual boot RAID setup, so that I can, whatever I do gets copied in the background, so that if we have a OneDrive fail, we've got a second as a backup, which is rather amazing. But all will be revealed. We're going to have a big reveal on this very, very soon. You are getting an exclusive look at something that I'm going to be on social media this week and the next few weeks and months talking about, because something amazing has happened, which has been critically important to help the film get finished. But I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But you guys are seeing the hardware. Look, it's still got the protective film on the glass. That's how new it is. All will be revealed. JD Media, how you doing? You feel the editing. You're going to feel this though, Gareth. Look at that. I'm touching the cold aluminium. Oh, mate, I would make you weep if I told you the size of that drive. Extraordinary. Bruce, I'm off to Milan for the weekend to do some roller derby officiating. Is that what you do? How cool is that? And hopefully recover from my holiday to Spain that I got back from at about 1:30 this morning. Bruce, how incredibly cool are you going all over the world, enjoying yourself? I'm still recovering from night shift, says Ponder PRG. That must be really, really tricky. Well, I hope to not keep you. I'm sort of on time tonight because we've got to question 10, ladies and gentlemen, which means that we can go back and we can find out what the answers are. Hello, James. How you doing? OHJSC. An OG follower. How you doing, buddy? Lovely to see you, mate. Lovely to see you in chat. Aztec Therm, amazing. Did you see Aztec Therm, that news about the BBC? That the Director General is resigning, I think. I thought you'd find that was really, really interesting based on some of the conversations we've had in the past. Anyway, we don't do politics on this show. What we do is we go back to the first question in tonight's Wave Exploding Quiz, which was, who promised you a miracle? Was it Simple Minds, Hack at 100 REM, or Rage Against the Machine? The answer was, of course, Simple Minds. I promised you a miracle. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. So, if you got that right, give yourself a 1-1. That's how we do it for those of you that are new, like Grant Hawks. And you give yourself a 1-1. If you got it wrong, it's 0-1. So I get to call it out like this. iQuell gets 1. Bruce on 1. Mr. Juicy on 1. Tiny Devil Games on 1. It's a bit like an auction, isn't it? Floof Monkey doing really, really well on 1. Are you still jet lagged, Floof Monkey? I'll be interested to know. Ren Mendagorn gets 1. Ponder 1. Darth Fargo 1. Talking of Floof Monkey, you're first in line, bro. First in line. We just have to get it organised. You know what I mean? What we don't want to do is send out merch when it's not pucker. Do you know what I mean? You will get the first off the printing press. In fact, I'm hoping to do it next week. I know I keep saying that, but genuinely, it's been a lot of work. Right. Well done, everyone. Rob H, 1 out of 1. Rock and Roller RC, also Eds. Oh, thanks, James. Thanks, mate. I'm happy to send you one, brother. James, you've got my text message. Let me know. Everyone, James is a very special young man, and I'm making an exception with James because we go way back. So let me know what your size is, brother. Okay, so let's get to question number 2. Which one of these famous 80s movies is a Simple Minds track most heavily associated with well, it's not which one of these famous 80s movies? Yeah, the answer is The Breakfast Club. Don't you forget about me. Yeah. So you see what I did there? I took the previous question and I rolled with it. I rolled with it, bro. 2 out of 2 so far. Everyone's doing really, really well. Floof. Respect, mate. Darth Fargo, well done. Good to have you with us. Oh, no, I did say hello to you earlier. Eds, everyone's on 2 out of 2. Floof Monkey, Rob, still have an extra point to get to catch up with the gang. I have every confidence in you guys. Which Dreamcast game features this as a playable mini-game? Well, believe it or not, you can play a very convincing version of Space Harrier in Shenmue. So if you put Shenmue, give yourself a round of applause. Well done if you did that. Hello, if you've just joined us from Instagram, Scotty and Super Baggies. Does that refer to your trousers? I've got some Super Baggies on today, bro. I'm seriously bagged out, mate. So welcome to Instagram if you're new. Stay with us, Scotty and Super Baggy. We're just going through the questions from an amazing round this evening. 3 out of 3 for Eds. Mr. Juicy also gets 3 out of 3. Ponder, Ren, Darth, iQuail, Mr. Juicy, Bruce, Tiny Little Game, Skewy Cat. 2 for Rob. And 2 for Floof Monkey. Well done, guys. Right, let's have a look for... What am I doing here? Which of these actual arcade games is not a playable game in Shenmue 1 or 2? Well, the answer is, of course, Street Fighter, which is incredible because it means that, therefore, you can play Afterburner Hang on a Space Harrier within Shenmue. Incredible, incredible. I've actually asked that question before, and I thought I'd resurrect it after a couple of years because it's such a great question. Okay. Question 5. What is this? An extreme close-up of? And the options are a proton pack from Ghostbusters, the pulse rifle from Aliens, the second movie, Blade Runner's VoIP camp test, or the Sausage of Wrongdoing. Well, the Sausage of Wrongdoing is a fictional movie that I made up. The actual answer is the proton pack from Ghostbusters. We're going to move straight on to question 6. So that we can get a little bit of time under our belts, and I'll look at your scores in a minute. 6 is, who is the fictional designer of the proton packs? That's the person within the movie of Ghostbusters. It's definitely not Hans Zimmer, the musician. It's actually Dr. Egon Spengler. And I know lots of you got that right. Badger Man, how you doing? Oaksy is in the house. Janet, looking good. 4 out of 4. When I last checked in with you, Janet, be interesting to see what you got now. 6 for Tiny Devil Games. Ponder, Ren 2, Dr. Darth Fargo, Fruit Monkey on 4, well done sir. Mr. Juicy on 5. Skewy on 6, iQuail, Bruise and Tiny Devil Games all getting 6 out of 6. You'd be disappointed if we got the Ghostbusters questions wrong. I definitely would be, Bruce. 5 for Eds. Rock'n'Roller also on 5. Janet on 6. Janet, one of your best weeks, I would say. 2 for Philip Hoy. Don't ask me the film question, says Phil Hoy a few weeks ago. What does IBO, Sony's name for their robot dog, stand for? Well, it is a sort of acronym. It stands for Artificial Intelligence Robot. BO, bot. Artificial Intelligence Bot. Isn't that interesting? I really wanted an IBO. It'd be nice to buy one now, wouldn't it? I wonder if they'd still work. It'd be quite a nice retro toy, wouldn't it? It'd be a cool thing to have. They keep sort of doing reversions of them, don't they? Well, they've not done one recently. Imagine it now with ChatGPT, so it could... I mean, I wouldn't want it to talk English, but it could do, like, realistic dog noises, couldn't it? It'd be cool. So where are we with the 7s out of the 7s out of the 7s? We've got Darth Fargo with 7. We've got Ponder with 6. Tiny Devil Games. Actually, we'll come back to that. 5 for Mr. Juicy. Ren on 6. iQuail 7. 4 for Fruit Monkey. Skewy Cat gets 7. Tiny Devil Games gets 7. There we go. 7 for Bruise. Janet, 7 out of 7. Janet, you are storming it. 5 out of 7. I really, I'm hoping that you stick to the high scores this week, Janet, because that's incredibly impressive. Eds, 5 out of 7. Rock'n'Roller RC, the same. What have we got for question number 8? The question was... why is Alison Reynolds in detention in the Breakfast Club? It's actually because she was bored. Which I just think is great. It's great. She doesn't have to be there, which is, you know, really interesting, isn't it? In terms of her sort of character motivation. It's such a great movie. Oh my God. What a great movie. I probably ask more questions about the Breakfast Club on this quiz than I do anywhere else. We've done well over 150 of these quizzes in the new form, which is of course Way of the Exploding Show. If you're just joining us, welcome. Oh man, I ought to look at the Sausage of Wrongdoing. Too late to put it in the movie. I could maybe I could do an Easter egg, Dr. Oculus. When Dr. Oculus is referencing the movie, they're of course talking about Control AI Delete, which is a movie that we're all involved with on this channel. And has now been filmed. It's a feature-length movie. If you go along to control-AI-delete.net, you'll see the Kickstarter. You can still buy yourself a download, which will probably be for beginning of the second quarter of 2026. 6 months, Mark. Thereabouts. Wait, is bocce actually Japanese for dog? I don't know. I can't remember. Someone will know if you're asking the old chat bot. Where are we? Have we done question 8? Yes, we have. What a great question. Well done, everybody. Who's got 8 out of 8 then? Because Floof Monkey's got 5. Well done, Floof. Darth Fargo goes with 8. 7 for Ren and Ponder. iQuail telling us that Boston Dynamics dog crossed with a modern AI IBO. Yeah, it would be interesting, wouldn't it? 6 out of 8 for Mr. Juicy. 8 for Tiny Devil Games, Skewy and Quail. Some high scores. Bruise as well. How are you doing, Janet? Have I been talking long enough for Janet? Because obviously Janet over on YouTube, there's always a slight delay there. Inu is Japanese for dog, as in the breed Shiba Inu. Janet, give us your score. I can't see you. We'll have to move on. Question number 9. The first... right. The first crystal tears fall as snowflakes on your body. Does that help you to remember it, despite how awfully it was sung? It is, of course, View to a Kill by Duran Duran. 7 out of 8 for Janet. Well done. Well, that cheers for you then. Very, very good. 9 out of 9 though for Darth Fargo. 7 for Ponder. And Floof Monkey on 6, Quail on 8, Ren on 8, 7 for Mr. Juicy Skewy Cat, 8, 9 out of 9 for Bruce, and Tiny Devil Games. And hello, if you just joined us on, getting my mouse getting caught up, I've got screens all over the place, on the old Instagram. Nice to have you with us. Hey, everyone, bit of important news, actually. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we're setting up studio for the final time that we film a proper scene for the movie. The movie opens in 1983. It's an arcade challenge, I'm sure I've told you that, featuring the fictional game which in the real world of 2025 is designed by none other than Tiny Devil Games, who's in chat. But in the fictional world of a world taken over by a crazy AI that isn't sort of evil and Terminator-like, it's just really crap. The game is part of a speedrun challenge, and it starts in 1983. So it's a kind of mirrored version of the 2025 scene at the end of the movie. And it's the only proper scene that we've not shot yet. I say proper scene because I'm still doing cutaways and drone shots and things like that. But we've got an actor, we've got 2 actors, we've got some extras. If you're in Newquay and you're watching this right now, come down to Project 83, you know where it is, tomorrow at 4 p.m. and you could be part of this movie. You could be in there as an extra. Not a featured extra, or a proper extra like those people who very generously paid for the privilege via this Kickstarter link, controlaldelink.net. So yeah, I'm getting the arcade machine in the van tomorrow and I'm taking it down there. We've got some clothes and makeup. Our actor's got tats. When he grows up and plays an older man, the actor hasn't got tats. So I've got to do my makeup. I've got to do an impersonation of a makeup person. So there we go. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's going on tomorrow. Was that question number 9, was it? Right. The first crystal tears fall as snowflakes on your body. Duran, well done. So what that means is that we've got a whole bunch of people with 9 out of 9, including Ken, but not exclusively, Bruce, Darth. Anyone else? If you've got 9 out of 9, because I've just been blithering on about the movie, tell me in chat, please. Hello, Pac-Man SE, good to see you. Luke Earnshaw, Linky Graham, and Cade Morgan over on Instagram. Are you letting me know? 6 for Eds, not bad. Janet on 7 out of 9. Well done, Janet. Well, look, I think we've got 3. We've got Ken, Darth, Bruce. Is that it? Ken, Darth, and Bruce? Is that all we've got? Ken, Darth, and Bruce. If I've missed you out, let me know. Right. For the final time, you are watching Way of the Exploding Show. It's tense and exciting in these final moments as we reveal potentially multiple winners of this week's Way of the Exploding quiz. We've asked 10 questions. We've given 10 answers. And some people so far have got 9 of those 10 correct. Will they get the 10th right? Let's have a quick butchers. Here's an image. Oh no, that's the wrong image. Let me know on that. Here's a question. Working so hard like a soldier. Can't afford a thing on TV. We're gonna rock down to Eddie Grant lyric. Have we lost any of our 3 contenders? Ken of Tiny Devil Games, Bruce, and Darth. Ren as well. No. Okay, what have we got here? 10 out of 10 for Darth Fargo, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, sir. Well done. Darth Fargo gets 10 out of 10. So does Ken of Tiny Devil Games fame. Have we got any other 10s? Who else was that? I'm so confused. 8 out of 10 for Janet. Excellent work. Darth Fargo, Ken, Bruce, did you also get 10? I can't see your score, my friend. Bruce, I can't see you. Let me know if Bruce got 10 out of 10 or whether they were picked at the post by Ken and Darth. Let me know, guys. I need to know. I won't be able to sleep tonight. Ken, end the madness. Yes, Bruce was a 10 out of 10 too. Darth, Ken, and Bruce are this week's winners of Way of the Exploding Quiz. Absolutely epic stuff. Thank you so much. What fun we've had. We've talked about the Vectrex Mini on Kickstarter. Go along and check that out. Just go to Kickstarter and put in Vectrex Mini. We talked about the movie, which I'm filming the final scene for tomorrow. I'll put some images on X and Instagram. But if you're new and you're just joining us, or you've hung around, or you think, what the hell's going on? Go here, control, CTRL, AI.net, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. That's marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. We also played a ton of the about 7 minutes of the brand new extraction action shooter called Ark Raiders, which is really, really good fun. And I was telling you, the news story was that this game had a narrative in it which is causing people to not kill each other needlessly, which is what happens with so many other extraction shooters and multiplayer games. Battle Royale formats, things like that. So if you want to work together with people, if that's the sort of thing that lights you, that lights your boat, then lights your flame, this is a really, really good game to play, Ark Raiders. So that's what we've done today. It's been a lot of fun. You've been brilliant. Yes, I am trying to talk to the drop of this tune because it makes me feel good on a Sunday night. Let's do it. Thank you. Goodbye to everyone on Insta, Gibbs Lee, Pac-Man, Linky Graham, Velo Hub, UK, Badger, Dr. Oculus over there. Bye, Ponder. Sarah, happy birthday one more time. Mr. Juicy. Night, everyone, says iQuell. You know I love you. I'll be back next week. I'll show you what this thing is. It's rather special. You'll be quite impressed. And I'll show you more of the cool merch. Well, I thought if I'm going to show you my ass, I might as well move it. See you, Ken. I'll speak to you tomorrow, probably. Have a great weekend, everyone. Good night. Wicked. See you later. Over and out. I can't quite turn it off. The music's too good. Anyone joining now is going to be thinking I'm a DJ or something. See you, Grant. Yeah, baby, I just whacked a filter on there. Alright, that's got to be it. That's got to be it. Good night. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See you next week.